So Trump's ballroom is mirroring Hitler's bunker. Hitler constructed his bunker anticipating the fallout of his crazy plans. In July of 1935, 1925, 35. Trump's ballroom, which is created by Lockheed and Martin defense contractors, so you know it's about security and defense, not a ballroom. They want you to think this is just like decadent opulence, but they're literally constructing a ballroom bunker for the government people when they're planning something real bad, and they're going to be hiding in there, protected by Lockheed and Martin. Trump's ballroom was constructed in July 2025. So, given the Illuminati love number games because they're inbred, low IQ, Satan worshiping dick suckers who are talentless, and they depend on the most morally weak people with talent to keep them where they are. I bet anything the AI crash that's going to create a depression is going to be October 2029, because that would perfectly mirror Black Thursday of 2029. That set the stage for the Great Depression. And I'm going to love it because I know what they're doing. I know they're paying off this low IQ trash on the bottom, like Ty Rivera, all this garbage here. They're only giving them capital a little bit. And what they're giving them is stonks. I know they are. And there's probably like NVIDIA stonks, AI crap company stonks. And I'm going to love every minute when the planned crash happens. Because I know they're planning a huge economic depression. I know they are. Elites love that. They plan the crash, and then they kick out everyone they don't really like who was previously with them. It's like a corporation. You know, they'll be with you, but they're looking around. I don't like you. We wanted you to go. And then when it comes to the layoffs, those people go. The Illuminati acts the same way. The lowest crust orbiters who they don't really care about, but they use because they have dreams of being a powerful Satanist with them. These shitbags like Ty Rivera who can't even talk and he looks like the trans man he hates so much. They'll be like, oh, they'll be sitting in a hotel with a gun in their head the same way in 1935. 1929. All the rich they didn't like that weren't really with them were putting guns in their head and blowing their heads off. That's your future. And I'll be sitting here from my window, even though I'm broke and everything's going to go bad for me, being like, I thought they loved you, bitch. Oh, I know you can't understand these words because you're just a penis and an animal. And all you communicate in primitive sexual domination gestures like a dog trying to mount things to express dominance. But you need to hear the words I'm saying to you. I told you this would happen. I told you they hated you. Yeah, they don't love you. All you're good for is spitting like a horse, raping and destroying society. They'll use you for now, but they're planning to dump you. You saw what they did to white judges, and you said, I want in on that. I want to be in a group based on race where we're special and we attack people based on race and accuse them of being evil harm. That's what you said to yourself. You said, I want in on that. But you're so stupid. You think that worked for white people. That never worked for white people. The white people who did that are the ones being fed to sharks now. You get it? The white people have any fucking money, or like anyone in America with any fucking money. They didn't go into that and they actually produced things. Like Asian immigrants from India or Africa, they all were like, you know what? I'm going to work. I'm going to produce things. That's how they got money. The white people were like, nah, brown people, we fucking hate. I ain't want to hear no different language. They're just getting more and more poor. And that's why the elites did it. This is what they do. They pretend to love you while they're secretly planning to kill you. Just like any callous corporation, like, hi, Jane. And it's like in their mind, they're like, you're getting laid off. That's how they work. So the people that are the weakest, that they want to eliminate the most, they're like, I love you. And then they're like, and that's what they did to poor white chess. And you saw this with your own eyes. And instead, what you think is the tables are turning and they want to help us now. You don't realize that shit was just an excuse to get rid of useless whites? One, use them to get power because they're stupid and easy to control. And two, Get rid of them the same way any callous corporation looks at the weakest link and they're like, "Hi, nice day." And they're thinking, "Your pink slip is coming in 4 weeks." That's how they roll. They don't tell you that they're gonna kill you. They smile, then they get you in the back, and they use you for what they can, which is your stupidity and weakness to get more power, and then they plan to kill you. It's like they said in Goodfellas, wise guys, if they want to kill you, they don't come saying, "I'm gonna kill you." They come with smiles. They say, "Let's celebrate you. Let's have a party," and then they blow your brains out. Illuminati, like any mafia, works the same fucking way. They don't let you know they're gonna kill you. They just made a decision they have to kill you, and then they kill you. And they usually get you to fall in the trap by saying how much they love you. Just like in Goodfellas, where the loose cannon who kept causing too many problems, bringing too much heat, starting too many fights, and taking out people and causing heat from the cops. They pretended they was gonna make him a made man, then blew his brain out. Now, Illuminati works the same way because they are a mafia. Above all else, they are a mafia. So if they have no reason to do this and they're saying they love you so much, they're gonna give you shit, and those whites who had it so easy are gonna pay, when you can see they don't have it easy. They're living in trailers and all they have is their bigotry. They're living in trailers being like, Realty Inc. raise my rent 10%. And I'm not getting snapped this month. It's because of them her span. They don't have it easy. The ones who go, the white people you're thinking of who like live based on xenophobia, they have it the hardest. They're just broke and they've become progressively more broke through their own stupid myopic ignorance. But in your mind, you've conflated that with like actual successful people in America. And those people have all backgrounds and they actually educate themselves in war. Whether they're African immigrants, Indian immigrants, Asian immigrants, or white people who didn't go into that because they had more resources and are not as big of a loser. The reason so many people in America, there's a lot because the masses of any population are garbage. When you look at the immigrants in America, these are the best people in their countries. But the masses in America are made up of low quality chuds, and most of them are white. And that's why they control with bigotry oriented to white Christians, because they're the masses in this country. They're not the high achieving immigrants that come here, or the minority of that majority who is actually high achieving and productive, right? So get that, first of all, get that straight. This idea you have that racism got white people rich is not fucking true. That's some shit that they're lying to you about to make you go into the same mistake. Okay? They didn't get rich from that. Even in the South, where they literally had a whole system based in slavery, only benefited the planters. The whites were dirt poor and losing out versus the North. Cling to this, like, we gotta keep our planters in power, a way of life. And it's like, what do you have? A water fountain. Look at the South. Why do you think it sucks so much ass? Because it never worked. Never. It's the biggest lie they tell you is that that works and now you're going to benefit from it. It's like you're not. They're just doing the same trick to you. And you fell for it because you're an idiot. You think they want to help you. The way mafias work, when they say they love you, like if they really need you, they don't have to say they love you. Whether it's a corporation or a mafia, if they're pretending to love the shit out of you, it's a good sign they hate you and are planning to kill you. And I'm gonna love every minute. When they plan the AI crash of 2029, and you're like, I did such good work for you, Satan God. I'm gonna be like, ah, I told you. You literally looked at what they did to poor whites, and you were like, I want some of that because I'm so stupid. I think that's how people got wealth in this country. Because they kept telling me on social media that's how they got wealth in this country. It's like they didn't. That's how they control the masses in America who are white and Christians. They give them bigotries. If America was the Dominican Republic, they'd have biases for them. They'd be like, you're better than Haitians. And the masses in the Dominican Republic would be like, yeah, at least we're not Haitians. And the few who are productive, they'd be paying, and the immigrants there, they'd be paying, and they'd be doing shit. And then they'd just be sitting there on the beach like, I fucking hate Haitians. While they fucking them. That's what they did to the poor whites of America. Because to the Illuminati, the elites, they only care about people they need to get in power. People can build shit for them. People can build their Lockheed and Martin X-ray vision eyes. Like they don't give a fuck if you can't do that. And a lot of these fucking losers don't even realize their job doesn't exist. If liberalism, like hand holder of babies, like they're gonna fuck you over. And you looked at that and said, I want some of that because I'm so stupid. I think that's how people got wealth in this country because the social media machine kept telling me, lots of people with very serious voices kept saying, white people got rich through racism. And it's like, actually, if you look at wealth, white people are by far not the most wealthy group in America. It's skilled work immigrants. That's why some of the wealthiest groups are like Filipinos, because like 100% of them are skilled work immigrants. And the more the people of the white majority in America went into racism, the poorer they got consistently. And you believe this propaganda that racism and race-based scapegoating works, and now it's going to work in your favor. And it's like you don't realize they're trying to do you the same way. And I'll laugh. I'm gonna laugh when your Nvidia stock crashes in the great AI depression of 2029. I'll be looking out my window as the government's stealing it, being like, "I thought they loved you. Can you understand these words, or do you only spit and communicate in your penis? How do I communicate with you, brainstem? I told you this was gonna happen." I revere crying while his tattoos. But I hated trans people and I promoted the culture where we're a Make America Great Again hat. How could they do this to me? It's like you were doing it to others. You thought you were special. They literally use the same scam on you that they used on poor white children. It's different because I know that it's actually corrupt. It's like, dumb. And you get so fucked, and I'll be laughing.